Hi, Leo. This is Lost Twin Tarot. My name is Colette. If you've never viewed me before, Leo, this is going to be your weekly reading for the week of the 15th through the 21st. This is for placement, sun, moon, and rising. Just take the pieces that resonate, Leo, and leave the rest. Leo, when I was meditating on your cards, I was getting a couple of different things. One of the things I was getting is to be yourself. Maybe sometimes you have to not put on a front or a mask or anything, but we all have to put on a little bit of an act sometimes, especially if your rising sign is a little bit different than your sun sign sometimes. But we all have to drop our baggage at the door. But we all act a little bit different. But I feel like you just need to be your complete authentic self. And if people don't like it, then that's on them. Maybe you hide some things about yourself. I was also getting that you feel like you're the star of your life and everybody else is the backup dancers, which is a really good way to be. I feel like some of you have a connection to tap dancing. Maybe you took tap dancing in the past, or you enjoy watching it. Maybe you go to a lot of shows where there's tap involved. I feel like you have a decision coming up or a choice to make. I kept hearing, get out there, show them what you're made of, show them what you have. I feel like you could you're dressing to impress as well, or you really have somebody you want to impress, whether this is a boss or a loved one, or you're trying to show somebody or show whatever this is, or even yourself. You're trying to impress the world. I was getting that abusive cycles are over, whether this is to yourself or somebody else has been abusing you, whether this is emotionally, spiritually, neglectful, being neglectful to you. Maybe you've been a little bit abusive in the past. And this doesn't have to be seriously abusive, but maybe you just haven't been the greatest friend or however. We've all been there, we've all done it. Maybe you've ghosted people before. I feel like those cycles are over. You're ready to move forward. I think you're also helping someone who needs you. You're giving them very straightforward advice, almost like a tough love. You're leading the way. So let's see what we have for you, Leo. You have the Knight of Cups on the bottom. You have the Empress. You have Judgment. You have the Page of Wands. You have the Moon. You have the Four of Wands. And you have the Ten of Wands. A lot of people have been getting the Ten of Wands, it seems like, this week. You have the Ten of Wands on the bottom. You have the Nine of Swords. You have the Hermit. You have the Devil. The Five of Pentacles. The Page of Wands. And the Five of Swords. So you have the Page of Wands twice. I'm doing one oracle card from the Fairy Oracle deck. You have Ask for Help. Ask for help Angels are celestial beings who protect everyone, and the fairies say now is the time for you to ask for angelic assistance. So when I was saying meditating, when I was meditating on your cards, helping someone who needs straightforward advice, maybe this could be you who's doing that. Or maybe there is, vice versa. So let's take a look and see what we have for you, Leo. So you have the Empress and the Nine of Swords. The Empress is all about that what is over and done with. It's all about decay and then what is about a rebirth. It's all about those the cycles. Just like in nature, when it's spring, fall, summer, you watch the leaves fall off the trees. The Empress is very close to nature as well. She represents a harvest and luxury. She has all that corn around her. I feel like you're getting very close to a harvest, Leo, but you can't see it quite yet. I think you're having some anxiety and you're wrapped up in a little bit of a anxiety or something that feels a little bit like a nightmare or just something that's in a negative headspace. With this nest, it's all tangled up like that. It's all tangled up and there's all those knots. Maybe your stomach is feeling knotted up just like when you have anxiety. And I feel like what's coming in for you, maybe you do need to ask for help, just like that card says. You could need to ask for help from someone. With the Knight of Cups on the bottom and the Ten of Wands on the clarifying deck, someone could be coming towards you with some sort of offering, and that could be the solution to your problems or the start of a change in direction for you. But something is coming up that you're starting to see it. This is a big change for you. This is all about a brand new cycle, something that's going to be nurtured for you. The Empress stands for love, beauty, luxury. It all stands for nurturing as well. This could represent a mother figure for you as well. You could be asking for help. Maybe some of you need to go to a nurturing mother figure or a maternal like figure. Take it how it resonates for you. Next, you have the Judgment card and the Hermit card. The Judgment card's all about an awakening, a calling, that pulling that you know that something is ready to change. It's the sound of the trumpet that you know something is pretty much is not serving you anymore. It's saying goodbye to your old life and going into your new life. You know that something needs to change. And with the Hermit, I feel like you look at this hedgehog and he's kind of going down that path. I feel like you've been just going down this path for a while and it's been pretty dark, but there's all these little orbs around him representing your guides, your spirits. I feel like you've been looking for the signs. You've been looking for different things. You've been trying different things, looking for it, talking to people. But maybe the one thing you haven't done is ask for help really with the main thing that you're looking for. Maybe you just want to keep to yourself. Maybe you have a little bit of pride. Maybe you want to keep things to yourself because you're you want to just like, well, if I tell them, then they're going to know maybe not necessarily about your weakness, but maybe you're trying to keep things to yourself because this could affect maybe you're in some sort of like a competitive field, so you don't want other people to know about what you're trying to do because you don't want them to know because it could affect you sort of thing. Like if they say, oh, well, Leo's doing that, so I'm going to do that type of thing. But if you ask for help, maybe somebody could give you a little bit of inside information and that could really change things for you. Somebody who could shed some light on something that you might not have some information on. Next, you have the Page of Wands and the Devil. The Page of Wands is all about that exciting energy. It is about a new passionate beginning. It's a young energy, though. I feel like with the Devil, though, the Devil can represent a material gain, new money coming in. We'll do some further clarifications for you, Leo, though. But in a way, I feel like you can't get to that. You can't get excited about whatever this new beginning is for you because there's that shadow. There's a little bit of a blockage. With this Devil card, this is similar to the Lover's card, these two foxes. But the way they are, they're trying to get to each other, but they're wrapped up in this like vine. That butterfly is still there, or maybe it's a moth. Maybe it's a butterfly. But either way, it's like there's a path that wants to be started, but that vine is pulling it apart. Like it can't be started. The vine is, it's like you can't pass through it. It can't be started. It's like a roadblock. Next, you have the Moon and the Five of Pentacles. Now, the Moon is all about uncertainty. It's about confusion. It's about illusion. It is about those inner fears that don't exist. That crayfish on that moon feels like he wants to escape. He's trying to crawl up that path right there. The Five of Pentacles, I feel like this can be you feeling like you're left out in the cold a little bit. This could be financial as well. But I feel like it all has to come back to that card to ask for help. I feel like you might just not really know where to turn in a situation. You just need a little bit of guidance. I feel like you just might need a little bit of guidance or just a little bit of information to steer you on the way. This could have to do with work, maybe in love, just maybe in your daily spiritual life. But I feel like you're just feeling a little bit confused. The moon, though, is temporary, so this isn't going to be a long-term thing, I feel like, for you, Leo. The Five of Pentacles, with this Five of Pentacles, this rabbit is left out in the rain and the cold. But the same thing with this deck. There's all those little orbs. There's spirits. You are being protected, Leo. You are being guided. Just stay on your path and do what you're doing. And like I said before, be yourself. You might have to be a little vulnerable at this time and you might have to ask for help. Next, you have the Four of Wands and you have the Page of Wands. This could have to do with love for some of you. The Page of Wands is something that you're getting excited about. But the Four of Wands can represent a home. Maybe this has to do with a decision that is affecting your home life. This could have something to do how it's going to affect your schedule, which is going to affect your home life. Your maybe it is a move. But with this combination, this is a celebration. It's also a pause as well. The Four of Wands has that pause symbol on there. So just stop, take a breath, think. ask for help, and you'll be able to get started and be able to celebrate. You have the Five of Swords with that Ten of Wands. The Ten of Wands is that heavy burden that you've been carrying for a long time, and a lot of the signs have been getting this with this week. I think it has a lot to do with this eclipse that's been happening. I feel like we're all kind of ready to just drop these burdens. I feel like as the collective we're all really tired. I feel like a lot of us could be overworked, overburdened, not appreciated, and we just really don't know what to put our energy in. I feel like we all just want something better, and it's hard to find these days. With the Five of Swords, I think what you could be letting go of is some petty energy, or something that's just you're not winning in this. It's just not working. You can't win in this. Whatever that is for you, Leo. This could be a project that's not going anywhere. This could be a love situation that's not going anywhere. This could be a work situation where you just are not moving anywhere up this ladder, so you figure, I'm going to start looking somewhere else. Of course, you're going to not quit your job or anything. I wouldn't advise it. But you realize that you need to, if you're not winning in this situation, then you realize that you need to, like this card, you need to reach out and ask for help. So let's see what else we have for you, Leo. Got Nine of Swords with the Empress. Too many. You have the Ace of Wands on the bottom, and you have the Ten of Pentacles. This Ten of Pentacles for both decks came out quite a bit when I was doing your pre-shuffle. The Ten of Pentacles is all about everything that you want in life. This can really relate to the Empress and having that nurturing something, nurturing yourself, taking care of yourself, this idea, this new beginning, especially with the Ace of Wands. That's out with this old, going into this new promising opportunity, and then having it build into this Ten of Pentacles. The other thing about the Ten of Pentacles is if you are receiving some advice from a mothering figure or a nurturing maternal figure like the Empress, she could be giving you some helpful advice, or you could be receiving some help with that Ten of Pentacles. It's about the Ten of Pentacles is about that information, that hidden information that you didn't know before. And now you're having it, now you're getting it. So you can take it with you. With the Judgment card and the Hermit, you have the Queen of Cups. You have the Emperor on the bottom. With the Queen of Cups, I feel like you could be involved with a Pisces, Cancer, or a Scorpio. This could be you just becoming more in touch with your emotions. This is you becoming more vulnerable to things, your surroundings, becoming more intuitive about things, your situations, your surroundings, being more mindful. You could be talking to a therapist or someone for guidance as well. This could be just a close friend, someone who's sensitive to you. It doesn't have to be um, a woman either. It can be anyone. What's the Devil and the Page of Wands? You have the Three of Wands on the bottom. With the Devil and the Page of Wands, you have the Nine of Wands. And I think what this is to me is You want to branch out. You want to go on this adventure with that Page of Wands. The Three of Wands is all about expansion. It's all about that end of stagnicity. It's about the Page of Wands is putting these things in. He's excited. He wants to get things going. He's got all these ideas. But he can't get it moving. With this Devil energy, that's because of that Nine of Wands. It's this wounded warrior energy. And this can be just almost from the past. It can be a fragile, I want to say a fragile ego, but it's a little bit different than that I'm feeling. This could be just almost like a feeling like you just keep getting knocked down. I feel like you just keep getting knocked down in a way. You keep pursuing, you keep pushing on with that persistence like the Nine of Wands, but you just feel like you're getting stuck. You're like, I feel like I'm getting nowhere. I feel like I'm getting nowhere. What's the Five of Pentacles in the Moon? Two wanted to come out there. You have the Nine of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles represents our environment, our home. You have the Four of Swords, and you have the Two of Pentacles. And the Four of Swords represents meditating, it represents praying, it represents taking time out for ourselves. The Two of Pentacles represents, that up and down energy, that balance, finding that balance. It can represent a decision as well. This Five of Pentacles can really be, maybe you've been up and down with money, but I feel like you're in between something. You're in between something that you are confused about, whether this is, you're really unsure on what path or what decision. I feel like you're just a little bit mixed up. Take it how it resonates. This could be love, spirituality, however this is for you. But with the Nine of Pentacles on the bottom, that has to do with your home, your closest environment. But I feel like things are going to work out for you, Leo. I feel like you are just I want to say just a phone call away. That sounds so corny, but I feel like you're just a phone call away, or you're just a little bit of a reach away from something. You just need to, it's almost like you just have this little gap in there that you have to find out the missing puzzle piece, I want to say. You just need to find the answer to one question. I don't know why I'm getting that. It's like you're missing a small piece of information, and then you can tie everything together. With the Page of Wands and the Four of Wands, you have the Death card. You have the Queen of Pentacles on the bottom. With the Death card, this is all about transformation. This is all about the end of the cycle. With the Queen of Pentacles, I feel like this could be, you're becoming more resourceful. You're focusing on nurturing not only your resources, but yourself as well. Looking over here with this Page of Wands and this Nine of Wands and this Devil, it really is a complete transformation. You see this, then you have the Moon, and then you have over here the Death card, the Page of Wands, and the Four of Wands. It's almost like you're upset one day here in the middle of this week. The moon comes, a day goes up, the moon is up, and then you get your answers. You ask for help, you find out what you need, and then the next day you figure out everything you need, and then things start to sort themselves out. What's the Five of Swords and the Ten of Wands lastly for Leo? The Chariot's coming out. That one wanted to pop out right there. You have the Nine of Pentacles again on the bottom and the Chariot. So lastly, you have the Chariot, Leo. I think that's exactly what you're doing. You're moving on from, this is all about victory. This is all about willpower as well. This is all about pursuing past whatever this was. It's using your intuition. It's about pushing through and just going with it. I said be yourself. You're being yourself. You're being vulnerable in a situation and you're just following that path and those mysteries of the universe. But most importantly, whatever this is for you, Leo, I think you might have to let your guard down in this situation. You might have to ask for help as hard as it is sometimes. None of us ever want to ask for help. I know with my family, I come from a large family and I have a large family in my home and I have very little support system and we have little to no help. So when I need help, it is very, very difficult to find someone to ask for help and it can be very challenging. So I think you're just going to have to be whatever this is for you, whether this is in work, love, business, a project, just evaluate things that week. And lastly, we'll just take a look at that. Ask for help. Angels are celestial beings who protect everyone. And the fairies say now is the time for you to ask for angelic assistance. And Leo, if you don't have anybody in your life, there is always your angels, your guides, your spirit around you. So I know when there is nobody to ask, always call out to your guides, ask for serenity, call out. They're always listening for you. So I'm going to leave it there for you, Leo. Thank you so much for watching me today. I hope this helped in some way for you. If you like this reading, please like, share, and subscribe. Until then, have a great week, and I hope to see you at the next read. Thanks. Bye.